EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. On the return, it's Taylor. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rodgers. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
A quick throw here out to Cobb. 7 yards the pick up there. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And they get the guard, John Runyon. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Throwing is Rodgers. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Chris Barnes there on the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones.
55 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams.
And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Rodgers. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Crosby puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a...
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 53 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
On second down, another run for Dillon.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
join you in just a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
104 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Second down and 3.
A give to Elliott running left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Here go 46. Mike 51. Mike 51. Target. Go Mike 51.
Now Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
On the return, it's Taylor. Now a hit and a loose football. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw is Prescott.
And he is caught by Lamb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Prescott to throw it. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
Elliott.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Baby.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
No, we got to do it in real life, baby.
He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Good shit.
On second down, Dillon. And no
good D.
maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Oh, come on, man. Turn around. The
And he
fuck?
will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
There we go.
And the Cowboys
Apologize.
pressure gets there this time for the sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Final minute now of the third quarter. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Caught by Cobb.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg.
Good shit.
Throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. To throw is Rodgers.
Oh, what the fuck is you doing?
Inside the 10. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right.
There we go.
Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Fuck all that bullshit.
Able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, throws like that, especially where we sit in the fourth quarter, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, and you know one of my faults is that I often view this game through a defensive back's eyes. And in this situation, your team's losing, it's late, tighter coverage, take a chance and go and try and step in front of one of those and make a big play. So if you're the quarterback, that should be in your head. This is their time to take a gamble.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Well, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
All right, we got to take a piss break. All right, we ready. We ready to play, boy.
As Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 135 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And down to the 19-yard line. Carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their off.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Your commitment is investigated in-depth local coverage. Keeping our valley informed is a guarantee. For major local news.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And, you know, in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Oh, you getting it back to him? What the fuck y'all
That's
doing?
a Packer touchdown.
It's my bad, fellas.
Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
You can't watch it.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Prescott.
Oh, no.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chris Barnes. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what
Watch
point,
to
you
get
gotta
back.
be super careful.
Watch to get back.
And he can't get a throw away. He's
Watch to
taken
get back.
down. Carlos Watkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Second and 20. To throw is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will
You
be
already know.
incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Rodgers to throw. That's complete to Cobb. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I'm going to be in Vegas. We're going straight from here to there. Unfortunately, I've got to spend the whole week there, Terry. We're going to figure it out. It's a funny game to me. Both teams find themselves after
one score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Big win on Thanksgiving against Dallas.
Now Rodgers got to have this one.
Oh, turn the fuck around, Diggs.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Great play offensively, defensively. What a disappointment.
And that's why I hurry up and attack right away. You might catch them napping a little bit after that breakdown.
Now Rodgers. Oh, it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
So for some miracle, everything steps up to the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams don't have talent, but where's the fight? They've got to get the fight. There's the Arizona also. They get Kyler Murray back. Everybody keeps sleeping on Arizona. Don't sleep on them. Tell me, don't sleep on them.
Well, that's a big game for the Chicago Bears. Andy Dalton getting the start after winning on Thanksgiving. All those games coming your way Sunday, but right now, there are 2 more quarters at least coming your way from the Superdome. Joe, Troy, Arian, and Christina take off.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he gets it.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
That's on me, fellas. That's on me.
So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
All right, let's go.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously a touchdown.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Here's Prescott.
Ooh, good shit.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. What can Rodgers do now with his drive? He hits Adams complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete.
Nah, not this time,
Good
bro.
rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Oh, come on, that's pass interference. Adams, watch him.
And again, it's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And
good deep.
Unable to connect, incomplete.
Damn, I thought he had me.
They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. On the return is Lamb. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory. They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
On 2nd down now. It's
trying to play.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's go, Z.
Now Prescott. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
That's the game plan. Stick to it.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. On play action, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big 1st down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that 1st down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it.
Get this motherfucker, man.
On play action, now Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner.
Good game.
The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
They've got play action both times in that first half.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
Quarterback can also be the wildcat that we've seen from others. And I thought that Dan Quinn made a really good comparison when he compared him with Cam Newton because of the size. And he's not a Russell Wilson, he's not a Lamar Jackson, but he's a physical guy that he's able to lower his shoulder and run tough, just like he was able to pick up that first down. Here's another one as they start using his legs, and it's working. A gain of 8. Well, you just kind of wonder if maybe even Sean Payton's been a little hesitant to go with Taysom Hill on the runs, but after he saw him scramble for that big game, they said, hey, this guy's ready to go. And they run him on third down. They come back here on first down and a big pickup.